la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada, vengo sin temor a no perder nada, vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada, vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra.
We got basketball. Action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Ready? With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So the Pelicans win the tip. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Isaiah Thomas out there was Smart. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in the three spot.
That shit crazy.
And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of
The
fell
Last
apart
of Us,
for
and
Drew.
then
He
it's
couldn't
not
shake
after
an
that.
injury
It's
to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
That story mode, that shit go hard, man.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
I made myself beat it before I got
Outside
the dying light.
The dish to Ash. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Can't get it to go. Good D by Sullinger.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Now here's Sullinger. Ashik comes up with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Davis. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Holiday gets the bucket.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Here's Smart. Over in the corner, Sullinger. The feet to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Johnson dishes to Crowder. Pulls up on the wing. Pelicans pull it in. Davis down low. Defended by Crowder. The wide open look here for Holiday. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Here's Smart. Here's Crowder. Boston, no good that time either.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots. Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Now here's Thomas to the paint. Crowder, the pass to Johnson. Boston, no good that time either.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Holiday. Off the left rim and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside for Davis. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Celtics trail by 4. Holiday against Thomas. The shot will not go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Gordon goes in. Goes up on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. The Boston Celtics figure to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Pelicans leading by 3. Ashik. Johnson with the block.
Y'all can go on it today, but when your mom get home, we got
Smart with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Y'all can go on it, but when your mom get home,
Johnson the screen. Here's Smart. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's the break. G kicks to Ashik. Passes to G. To the wing right side. Holiday goes in. And that one's good. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Smart. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Good. New Orleans in the lead. And Holiday, here we go. Gordon dishes to Ashik. The rebound by Johnson. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Davis. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Ashik trying to get open. And he gets it to go. G's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, it's not computer programming or rocket science here. I mean, at some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition.
Yeah, I mean, 6 out of their last 10 points here coming in transition. They are making the game far too easy for the opponent.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Davis sets a screen. Holiday attacking. It's blocked. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. Smart misses.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Now here's Ashik. Gordon with another miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like, but his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Drew Holiday. That one drops. He ties it up.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from three was solid. Finally, he started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Jerebko comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Turner's subbed in for Smart. And there's the call on Tony Douglas. That is his first foul of the game. Douglas with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. He makes that one drop, only his second in 5 tries.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to him here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
And the Pelicans were solid against the East, Clark, 16 and 14. But as Greg was just saying, a lot of games left on the table for them.
Well, they had the lowest win total against the East of any Western playoff team. Really, the Pelicans were lucky to get in, given how many games they gave away against the East.
The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19 and 22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
Thomas, that's good.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Anderson inside, working on Jerebko. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
And the Celtics making a change here. Lee's checked in.
Another away from home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Here's Gordon. Rebound by Olynyk.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Thomas goes in. It's deflected. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And that one is hammered home.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thomas got 13.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
It's Anderson with the drive. And he overshot that one, missing. Celtics trailed by 6. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's Anderson. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And the Pelicans lead by 6. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. The drive by Lee. The shot misses. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. The kick out to Anderson. This one for 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
There's the pick. Feeds it to Turner. A baseline J. No good off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 4. Deep 2 from Anderson. David Lee comes up with the rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. .27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Thomas goes in. Clock at 6. Here's Olynyk. And the shot falls short this time. New Orleans gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go. Bradley can't get it to go. Ajinça. And that concludes the first quarter of play. New Orleans on top. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Here's Rozier. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jerebko. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. 5 on the clock. Jerebko. Good.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Omer Ashi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Davis comes in for Anderson. Douglas for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Some changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asha. Anderson comes in for Dante Cunningham. And it's Drew Holiday in for Tony Douglas. Celtics also with a sub. Zeller's checked in. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Davis drives in. And yes, sir, that one drops. Davis has got his second basket of the game. And part of the reason why the Celtics are ahead of schedule in the rebuild is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around the league about Coach Stevens, and other coaches are just astounded by his work ethic. People around the league think he's already a top coach and could be one of the greats by the time he's done if he stays at the professional level.
And they're on the break. Here's Bradley.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Rozier after Drew Holiday's score. Picked by Zeller. Pass to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rozier. No good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. But they recover it. Holiday with the 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And it's Rozier missing.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Offensive rebound. The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And Holiday has it in the corner. That one's good from the corner. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside Turner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's Rozier missing. New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Holiday brings the double team. It's stolen by Ajinça. Shoots the 3. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Davis. And now a 6-point New Orleans lead.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career. The historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, great. The historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Ashik comes in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Cunningham in for Anderson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Kept alive by Boston. Trying to get back on track. Turner missing again.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
You know, and the funny thing about Davis having similar numbers to Hakeem, he came very close last season to putting up a quadruple double. Hakeem was one of only 4 people to ever accomplish that.
Tipped away. Clock at 6. And it's Turner off the drive. Puts it up. Bradley can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 6. Holiday the pass to Babbitt. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Babbitt's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, Davis might get a quadruple double at some point. Last season he had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks on 4 different occasions. The rest of the NBA had a combined 0 in that category.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
The Pelicans making a switch here. G's checked in. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Turner. Hunter's checked in for Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Rozier. Pick by Zeller. And it's Jerebko, top of the key.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Good.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And Ashik kicks to Babbitt. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
Gordon's checked in for the Pelicans. Davis again. Zeller. Davis with the bucket. Stolen by Holiday. Screen by Ashik. And Holiday, here we go. And now it's a double-digit lead.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Smart wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target. And it's Gordon missing. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Hunter. Fires for 3. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for G. Celtics also with a sub. Thomas checked in for Marcus Smart. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to.
Will it go? Thomas a screen. And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Boston. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Some changes for Boston. Amir Johnson's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Crowder comes in for Uredka. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Johnson the screen. Over to the wing. Crowder with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's Gordon. Defense is right there. Stolen by Smart. Down low. Crowder. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Thomas, no luck.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Outside Gordon. Drops in the tray. Gordon's got 9 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, Greg, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots. Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up, challenge the defense.
Now here's Davis. He's got 6. Just 5 on the clock. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 16.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Thomas with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Smart misses.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now here's Crowder. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take
I
possession.
pushed forward and then go back.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Gordon for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
It's Sullinger with the drive. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really, they've backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game, and I think they've got to get back to that.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury. And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Now here's Smart, defended by Gordon. Sullinger the screen. Outside for Thomas. He feeds it to Sullinger. Back to Thomas. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. New Orleans making some changes here. Alexis Ajinça comes in for Omer Ashford. And Alonzo G is subbed in for Anderson.
When they give it back to Isaiah.
Double team on Holiday.
What the fuck is going on?
In the corner, it's Gordon. Now Davis. 8 points for him. And it's Gordon penetrating. Here's G. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
And the basket by Johnson.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not good. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there. If I can... It was really a case of a great defensive, and we finished one half of basketball. Pelicans lead by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Very
Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
What a game we've seen here for Thomas. He has 18 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
Davis and Ashik in the middle. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's G in at the 3 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good with the wing jumper. G dishes to Ashik. To the wing right side. Double team on Holiday. Kicks it to G. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the 3 ball is good.
Double team on their own.
Gordon's got 12 points in the game. Thomas goes in. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And here's Gordon from outside. Good D by Thomas.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder.
How the hell you get all the way up here, brother?
that's his first personal foul.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And Holiday kicks to Davis.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The putback is no good. The shot by Thomas. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Thomas got 22.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Gordon, the pass to G. Back to Gordon. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Thomas. He kicks to Crowder. Out to the right wing. Right side Thomas. 6 on the shot clock.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Ashik with a screen on Thomas. Holiday off the screen, and Davis puts it in. Davis has got 10. Greg, you talked about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Shot clock at 3. Dishes it to Johnson. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
It's stolen by Sullinger. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Thomas, here we go. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pelicans leading by 4. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Smart. Rozier, who's checked in for Thomas.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
Gordon dishes to Davis. And Boston with the rebound. Outside for Sullinger. Johnson up top. They double team Johnson. Back to Sullinger. Clock at 6. Shot is off. Good team by Holiday. The Pelicans have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. 2 of 8.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Rozier.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Holiday. Gordon outside. Rebound Boston. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Smart. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Gordon goes in. The 3. The offensive rebound. Back to Holiday. Here's G. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And 12 points for G.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Pelicans leading by 4. Gordon goes in. Here's Rozier. He has 5. Sullinger outside. Here's Johnson. uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Gordon goes in. Out to the wing. Here's G. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Here's Rozier. He dishes it to Crowder. The dunk and...
That nigga said Jupiter. I think he was his bad position.
And the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Davis.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Now watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Lee's checking for Boston. Turner comes in for Jay Crowder. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. He nails it, and we're tied up. Bradley's got his second bucket.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it. Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Count that one. Anderson's got 9.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
And Turner kicks to Bradley. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. That's good. Uredko's got it all tied up now for Boston.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches.
And, guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
And it's Rozier missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Gordon, the pass to G. Doubled by Lee. Gordon goes in. And here's Anderson from the arc. The rebound by Turner.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Gordon. Good D by Lee.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And it's Bradley off the drive. For the lead. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where He developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Hold on, bro. Alright, come on, man. Oh, that wine. You ready?
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Lee kicks to Turner.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Cunningham, he's checked in for New Orleans. Luke Babbitt comes in for Gordon. Hunter's checked in for Boston. Good on the second free throw. Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown, Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But, yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here, for sure.
Lee, left side. Second chance shot. Rebound by Ajinça. Ajinça's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Hunter, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied
up. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The Celtics really seem to get better as last season wore on too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Jay Crowder out there with Jerebko. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Hunter in it, the 2 spot. So for the Pelicans, Davis is checked in for Anderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Tony Douglas.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Jerebko dishes to Crowder. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks. He's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Holiday against Thomas. Now the pass to Hunter. From the arc, Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Babbitt. That's good. And now a 6-point New Orleans lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Holiday with it. Now Thomas defending. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player, efficiency rating-wise, in the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
Some changes here for the Celtics. David Lee checked in for Olynyk, and it's Avery Bradley in for Hunter. Celtics on D. They trail by 6. Here's Ashik, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Thomas again. Holiday. Thomas goes in. The dish to Jerebko. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the numbers for Jonas Jerebko, he has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And he makes the first. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Holiday, the pass to Babbitt. Right side, Holiday. Low block shot. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Bradley against Holiday. Bradley kicks to Lee. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And the call will be against David Lee. That is his first foul of the game. Pelicans leading by 6. Babbitt dishes to Usher. Got a piece of it. Out left to the wing. Here's Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Ashik with it. He's picked up by Lee. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. Celtics trail by 6. Back to Bradley. To the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Davis with the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And there's the feed to Urebko. Down to 5 on the shot clock. G passes to Babbitt. Lets it go from deep. And the Pelicans get it back. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Passes to Smart. And he banks in the layup.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over. The big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Boston making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Lee. Turner comes in for Jay Crowder. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 11 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
And it's Turner off the drive. And a strong finish with two hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered us some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
There's Thomas at the three. And he gets the bucket. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
To the inside. And Davis sends it back. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Some changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asha. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. And Eric Gordon subbed in for G. And Turner kicks to Urebko. And the shot is good. Now it's just a 3-point Pelican lead.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Anderson's shot is off. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. The shot by Turner, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Holiday with it. Now Thomas defending. Here's Babbitt. The kick out to Holiday. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Holiday. 15 points for Eric Gordon.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So Thomas will go to the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Holiday attacking. Double team on Holiday. Anderson dishes to Holiday. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots, looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Inside for Rebko. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
New Orleans making the switch here. Davis is checked in. And then for Boston, Sellinger's checked in for Johnson. Jay Crowder comes in for Rebko. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. The Celtics making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. That'll be a 5-second call.
Seems to me as though
You want it back?
he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Outside Thomas to tie it up. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 3. On the wing, Gordon. It's tipped. On the wing, Eric Gordon. From 15 feet away, will not go. This is off the front iron. Right wing, Smart passes to Crowder.
Come on, man.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Babbitt, guarded by Bradley. And Anderson kicks to Davis. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Pass to Crowder. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Here's Holiday. And Boston with the rebound. Sellinger's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Crowder. No good on the triple. New Orleans leading by 4. And it's Gordon penetrating. The kick out to Anderson. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Crowder. Feeds it to Thomas. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Celtics ball.
Ball's knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
The kick out to Holiday. Another miss by Holiday.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
Here's Davis. So the whistle blows. On the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder, and Turner subbed in for Avery Bradley. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first. They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3 ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Here's Gordon. Left side, Davis. Bavick hits to Holiday. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Now here's Smart. Tight defense on him. Johnson the screen. Here's Thomas. Can't convert.
And a
the
nigga
screen.
Oh,
and here's New Orleans now.
that nigga came in. What the fuck did you come in for? Ain't nobody buy you.
Just absolute domination in this one for Anderson. He has 18 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Again, maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting for New Orleans, Aaron Gordon.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
And it's Turner off the drive. Sullinger dishes to Smart. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Smart nails both of them. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trailed by 7. There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Holiday. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Thomas. Gordon with the defensive effort. Fires from the line. He connects. And now it's a 12-point.